Welcome to the explainer that takes on the absolute biggest, most fiercely debated rivalry in the entire history of sports. I mean, for over 15 years, two players literally redefined what we thought was possible on a football pitch. We all remember the dramatic Champions League nights, the intensely bloody El Clásico battles, and those impossible, gravity-defying goals. But today, we're stripping away all the emotion and the wild fan theories. We're diving straight into the cold, hard, undisputed facts. So, it all comes down to the ultimate question, doesn't it? Who is the true greatest of all time, Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo? To figure this out, we are going to use raw, impartial statistics to compare these two goal-scoring machines. We'll trace their legendary steps from Barcelona and Sporting CP all the way to total, undisputed global domination. Let's let the numbers tell the story. All right, let's kick things off with the heavy hitters, the raw, staggering goal counts that basically ignited this whole rivalry. Cristiano Ronaldo holds the all-time lead with a mind-boggling 973 career goals. But right behind him, breathing down his neck, is Lionel Messi with an incredible 910 goals. The really crucial context here, though, Ronaldo has played 169 more games over his career to get those extra goals. These are two absolute titans, just trading blows at heights no one else in history has ever reached. Now, what happens when we break those massive totals down into pure efficiency? Like, who is actually more lethal minute by minute? Over the span of their entire careers, Messi slightly edges out the ratio. He finds the back of the net every 104.3 minutes, while Ronaldo scores every 111.2 minutes. It is a razor-thin margin for sure, but it does highlight Messi's slight edge when it comes to scoring frequency. But hey, putting the ball in the net is only half of the attacking equation, right? When it comes to playmaking, Messi claims absolute dominance with 412 career assists. His innate vision and passing ability are, honestly, just from another planet. Still, we absolutely have to acknowledge Ronaldo's 261 assists. I mean, he actually holds the all-time assist record in the Champions League. But overall, looking at the grand scheme, Messi is the definitive winner when it comes to setting up his teammates. Moving on to playmakers, aerials, and tactics. The physical differences between these two are just staggering. Ronaldo is an absolute athletic freak of nature. He's scored a monumental 157 headers and 628 goals with his right foot. Contrast that with Messi, whose entire game is built around that magical wand of a left foot. That left foot accounts for an astounding 764 of his goals, compared to just 31 headers. It's essentially a battle of relentless, explosive power versus unadulterated technical magic. And that massive difference in playing style, it absolutely violently jumps out when we look at successful dribbles. Messi completely dominates here with 4,056, compared to Ronaldo's 1,958. As their careers went on, you could see the tactical evolution. Ronaldo transformed into the ultimate lethal striker, just waiting in the box to brilliantly finish moves. Meanwhile, Messi started dropping deep into the midfield, constantly dancing through lines of terrified defenders to create the play from scratch. Now think about this. When the pressure is at its absolute highest and the entire world is watching, who do you want stepping up to the penalty spot? Well, the data points straight to Ronaldo. Excluding shootouts, he has converted 183 penalties at an ice-cold 84% success rate. Messi has scored 113 penalties at a 78% rate. So Ronaldo has both the superior volume and the superior reliability when it comes to being the designated penalty taker, ice in his veins. But what about free kicks? Because this is where the narrative shifts in a truly fascinating way. For the first half of their careers, Ronaldo was the undisputed king of the dead ball. But look at where they stand today. Messi has actually surged ahead with 71 free kick goals to Ronaldo's 65. From 2017 to 2019 alone, Messi scored 23 free kicks to Ronaldo's 5. It showcases this incredible evolution in Messi's technique that allowed him to completely overtake Ronaldo's early career dominance. Next up, ruling the big stages, clubs and countries. 140. Just let that number sink in for a second. 140 Champions League goals. When you hear that iconic Champions League anthem, you immediately think of Cristiano Ronaldo. His dominance in Europe's top competition is legendary. He holds the record for the most goals, the most assists, and the most goals in a single season. Under those bright lights on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, Ronaldo was, quite simply, inevitable. But then, we step onto the ultimate global stage, the FIFA World Cup. Over 26 appearances, Messi delivered 13 goals and 8 assists, culminating in his historic fairy tale triumph in 2022. Ronaldo, across his 22 appearances, secured 8 goals and 2 assists. So when it comes to the absolute grandest stage of them all, Messi's statistical impact undoubtedly shines brighter. But Ronaldo hits right back on the international stage with a truly mind-blowing number of his own, 143. That is the number of international goals Cristiano Ronaldo has scored for Portugal. It officially cements his record as the highest scorer in the entire history of international football. It is just a staggering achievement of longevity, consistency, and a relentless desire to represent his country at the highest possible level. Finally, let's dive into trophies, records, and legacy. When we tally up the ultimate team success, Messi leads the hardware haul, with 48 career trophies to Ronaldo's 37. Messi's cabinet is literally overflowing with historic wins, including back-to-back Copa Americas and, of course, that World Cup. But Ronaldo's legacy is forever cemented with Portugal's historic Euro 2016 win and his incredible 5 Champions League titles to Messi's 4. And then there are the individual records that honestly just don't even seem real. 91. In the year 2012, Lionel Messi scored 91 goals in a single calendar year, setting a Guinness World Record. To put that into perspective for you, Ronaldo's best ever year was 69 goals. 91 goals in 365 days is just an absurd, otherworldly peak that perfectly illustrates exactly how unstoppable Messi was at the absolute height of his powers. Naturally, that individual brilliance translates directly to the most prestigious award in football, the Ballon d'Or. Messi has 8, Ronaldo has 5. No other player in the history of the sport has won more than 3. For well over a decade, these two didn't just compete for this award. They absolutely locked out the rest of the world entirely. Which brings us to this perfectly stated summary. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are 2 of the best footballers of all time, arguably the very best of them all. They really represent 2 very distinct eras and styles of greatness. Ronaldo is the ultimate machine of willpower, athleticism, and clutch goal scoring. Messi is the magical playmaker, the visionary, the natural genius. They pushed each other to unprecedented heights. Honestly, without Ronaldo, there is no Messi as we know him, and without Messi, there is no Ronaldo. So, there you have it. You've seen the raw statistics, you've seen the trophies, the incredible records, and the history. 2 legends, 2 eras, 1 eternal debate. So who is your GOAT? Is it Messi or Ronaldo? Drop your verdict in the comments below, defend your side with everything you've got, and I will see you in the next explainer.